Hey there, my friend. Let's do a quick gut check. Do you actually know where your time went last week? Not just things you meant to do. I mean, can you look back at your week and clearly see how your time was spent? Or does it feel more like a blur of busy with not much to show for it? Because here's the deal. If you're not tracking your time and where it's going, you're not managing it. You're surviving it. And if your calendar is either blank or filled by other people's priorities, that's a red flag. And I'm not saying this to shame you. I'm saying it because you deserve to feel in control of your week, not buried by it. So today, what we're going to do is a quick 10-minute time audit that's going to walk you through each day of your week and evaluate what happened. Now, some of you might already be thinking, Allison, I don't use a calendar and I don't even remember what I did last week. If that's you, clearly, audit over. You're in reactive mode, my friend, straight up. But hey, don't leave just yet. If you still want to go deeper, here's what you need to do. Pause the video right now and for a few minutes, just think back each day of last week. Write down any meetings or appointments that you had, any work that you did, whether it's for your business or your client or personal, anything that took up time or energy, put it on the list. Now, this isn't about being perfect, so it's okay if you forgot some things, but we're just trying to be honest about your time. And if you do use a calendar or keep your to-do list somewhere, awesome. We're going to check whether or not that list is working for you or if it's just exhausting you. So if you're ready, we're going to go through this step by step. First thing I want you to do is open your calendar from last week and go through one day at a time, just looking at meetings and appointments. Ask yourself, was this scheduled ahead of time or did it pop up at the last minute? Did I choose this meeting or did someone else drop it on my plate? Now, we're always going to have spontaneous things happen, but the point here is to determine how much spontaneity is killing our calendar. If you're using a paper calendar, go ahead and just mark with maybe different colored pens or markers, checks and X's depending on the actual type of meeting. And if it's digital, you can go ahead and edit the name of the event with an emoji. Check mark if you chose it, X if you didn't. What we're looking for is patterns here. Did you have more planned or more impromptu meetings? It's not that you're never going to have a last minute call, like I said, but if your days are full of impromptu calls and meetings and urgent requests by others, or even if you're just deciding to jump on a call for a quick chat, friend, that's not leading, it's reacting to your calendar. Now, maybe meetings and calls aren't an issue for you, and if so, that's great. Let's move on to step 2. I want you to look at the actual work that you got done, tasks, deliverables, projects. Ask yourself, which of these things do I do every single week, like content creation, client updates, bookkeeping, even posting on social media? Circle them, or if it's digital, bold them. Of those tasks, how many were planned ahead of time and how many just got done in the cracks? Because the truth is, if something is a regular part of your business and you do it every week, it deserves a consistent spot on your calendar. Otherwise, you're only going to do it when you feel like it or not at all because you never actually had time, and that is a recipe for disaster. So if this is not an area of struggle for you, high five, and if it is, now you know how to fix it. In step 3, we're going to look at everything else you worked on, okay? Every task you completed, every project you worked on, and ask, was this on my list before the week started? If so, give it that green check. Or did it come up midweek and suddenly feel urgent? Give it an X. Now again, things will come up. That's normal. It's entrepreneur life. But if every day feels like you're putting out fires, which would now be evident by all the red X's you're seeing on your calendar right now or on your to-do list, you're not running a business, my friend. It is running you. And that needs to change. Okay, here we are. Step 4. I want you to look at the current to-do list you haven't touched yet. Yes, the one with 37 items, half of which have been on it for 3 months. I want you to take a minute and ask yourself, how many of these tasks have clear due dates to actually get them done? If you have it, give it a green check. Now, how many are sitting there with the when I get around to it or future project vibe? Friend, give them an X. What are you noticing here? Do you have a graveyard of lingering tasks and projects and ideas? Because that's what happens when we leave ideas hanging with no timeline, no intention, and no decision is creating a long bloated to-do list filled of someday tasks that will become mental clutter, making it harder for you to spot what is actually important. And that's going to kill your momentum. And even more so, drain your focus every day, because when you look at that list, your brain sees the 27 open loops that you haven't closed yet. So listen, that's it. That's your audit. We're done. What have you learned? Are you spending more of your time reacting to what's happening, or are you pre-deciding what matters and protecting time for it? Because this audit is not about just being more productive. It's really about regaining your leadership over your calendar and your to-do list. When you pre-decide what matters each week, you stay focused so that you can move faster and show up better than ever. And the kicker is that when you choose to change your plan because of life or priority shifting, it's a decision you're making, not a derailment. And that is how a real CEO shows up in their business every single week. So if what you uncovered in your audit feels a little messy, that is okay, because awareness is the first win. But clarity isn't enough. You need to plan to get out of reactive mode and start showing up with structure and energy and focus every single week. And it's not going to happen overnight. But if you want to learn exactly how to fix your specific issues that you just discovered, sign up and get access to the CEO 10-minute time audit custom GPT. It's going to walk you through this same time audit dynamically and giving you instant personalized feedback on how to make adjustments based on your answers and your unique circumstances every single week. It's going to help you create a custom weekly rhythm that's realistic based on what's actually happening in your business and life. So go ahead and sign up at leadsmarterco.com/time audit and take back control of your time so that you can show up with the CEO energy I know you've got. I'll see you later. If we've never met, I want to introduce myself. I am Allison Lee Simmons, an Italian Enneagram 8 from Jersey, which means I talk loud, I talk fast, and I always talk with my hands. I am a bona fide math and physics geek with a degree to prove it. Despite surviving 2 semesters of astrophysics, I did not end up working for NASA after graduation, but became a barista instead, much to my parents' dismay. And that began my love for all things coffee related. Now, I did go back to school, get my teaching certification, and I tortured unsuspecting 14-year-olds with the Pythagorean theorem and slope intercept form as their overly enthusiastic Algebra 1 teacher on Monday mornings. Now, I use my superpowers to help visionary entrepreneurs like you use smarter tools so that you can build AI-powered businesses with strategy and systems that allow you to actually lead your business, not just operate it. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed with any of the decisions that you need to make, or that you're in the weeds on a daily basis, you are in the right place, my friends.